Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today is your 21 card general Gypsy Tarot spread for the next 6 months, April through to September 2017. Just shuffling out the energies. Previous reading I did. What we're going to do, I'll show you what cards actually I'm using first. So for this reading, as with all of the ones that I've done, I'm using the Anna Kay Tarot. Phenomenal deck of cards. I mean, the pictures are so vibrant, so beautiful, and they really speak to each other very, very well. So we're using those. We're also using, as clarifiers, if I need to use them, which makes this reading a little bit difficult, the Under Roses Lenormand deck. Okay? Really good cards. I love the Lenormand. So, let's, without further ado, and also you should have your April 2017 reading up as well. Okay, so this is really an add-on. If you've not looked at your April 2017 reading, you can check that out next door to this. Okay, so here we go. Let's shuffle and see what's coming in for Taurus. Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in for Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs between April 2017 and September 2017. Show me Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of April through to September 2017. Show me in the 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread their mental and emotional situation. Show me what's going on in the present situation for Taurus between these 6 months. Show me what their hopes and desires are in these 6 months. Show me what their expectations are in these 6 months between April and September 2017. Show me for Taurus any hidden factors that they will probably encounter coming in, or something they don't know about the situation. Show me what will happen in a future position during these 6 months for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, and the overall outcome. Show me. Alright, so Taurus, we've shuffled the cards really well. We're going to split the deck into 3, collect it back up, and we are going to start laying the cards down. Right, so start laying the cards down like so. Took me ages, I'll be saying it on all the signs actually, it took me ages to try and get really good positioning on these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we want to just move that up just a tad, like so. Just so that we can get the camera to capture everything for us. Let's lay the next ones down. There we go. Okay, here we go. Right, so let's see what your mental and emotional. Remember the top line is the situation or the focus of the situation. How it's manifesting is the second row of cards, and this will be the reason. You'll see as we go along, Taurus. So what's the situation around in the mental and emotional? You've got the Devil. Boy, that showed up for somebody else, that did actually. That showed up for, I think it was, no, it wasn't Aries. It might have been, no, it wasn't Pisces either. Who the hell did that show up for? One of the signs that I've just done, it showed up for. Might have been Leo. No, it wasn't. I've just done Leo, so I can't remember who it was. Might have been Aries then, perhaps. The focus for you, the situation is the Devil. This can be a restrictive situation. It can be, you know, Devil cards, I always say, I'm not keen on the Devil card. I'm just not. I'm just not. It's great if you want to have fun. You know, it's great, I suppose, if you want to, you know, if you're the type of person that wants to experiment that type of thing, sexually, the devil, that type of thing. But for me, this is a card that speaks about bad people or people who are destructive. You know, it could be that the situation around what your mental and emotional is that there is a fairly destructive situation going on here with the devil. The devil can mean that you are your own worst enemy, so it can mean that you give in far too easily to your fears. You allow your fears to hold you back. This can also represent superficial situations, things like cars, money, jewellery, Gucci handbags when you can't afford a Gucci handbag, you know, because it's temptation. It can be that there is a very tempting situation here that some of you guys might be dealing with, Taurus. And, you know, Taurus is the zodiac sign of wealth, okay? So Taurians are very, very bold, from what I know of Taurus people. They're very bold. They go after what they want. And this is really what you need when you get the devil card. So the devil card, you know, in a way it can be about allowing your fears to restrict you. But at the same time, if there's something that somebody wants with the devil card, they'll go hell and high water for it. But what's the mental and emotional around this devil energy here? Well, there's worry. Okay, so mentally and emotionally you're worried. Right, so as I said, I don't like the devil card and I never have done. It's not my favourite card and I don't care whether it relates to riches, gold. It's all superficial shit to me. Don't like it. But, you know, it is what it is in the tarot. And some people will see the devil as being a good card. Especially, I suppose, if you're a Capricorn, because I guess you are the devil, aren't you? But, you know, you're Taurus. So there is a situation here that might be quite destructive. It can represent abuse. The devil can as well. I've met a few devils, trust me, when this card has shown up, and they've all been fairly abusive individuals. So this can be somebody who likes to, this can be a narcissist. I feel especially when it shows with cards like the Sun, which is someone who's quite narcissistic when you get the Sun card. This can be a control freak, you know. I think it's a difficult situation here with the devil. Might be restrictions around you, you know, restrictions that are imposed by others, because the devil has control over all of these people here. All right, but there's something, it might also be somebody that you have a great attraction to, because the devil can mean to be very, very, very tempted and very, very, very attracted to another individual. And maybe this is why in the mental and emotional you're so upset. Mentally and emotionally, either way you want to see the Nine of Swords, you can't get away from that card. There's certain cards within the tarot that have they do have an absolute set meaning, and Nine of Swords is one of those cards. Same as the Five of Cups. Those types of cards that, you know, there's lots of cards within the tarot that you can kind of flip the meanings, whether they're in the reverse or upright, you know. Cards within, like the Emperor, for example, it can show a cold, distant lover. It can show somebody who's got a huge ego, somebody who likes to have control over others. But then the flip side of that card can mean, well, you know, I'm trying to build something of strength here. I have a lot of confidence. I have a lot of inner confidence. I know where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm trying to create here. So there are good, you know, there's cards like that you can kind of flip on their head and say, you know, one part of the card might mean this, the other card of, you know, same with the Empress, for example. The Empress on the one hand represents somebody who's very, very successful, somebody who has made their dreams come true through hard work, tenacity, focus. They've literally created a life that is really, really comfortable. It's abundant. There's lots of prosperity going on with an Empress. The other hand, it can represent a mother who's very, very nurturing, somebody who's looking at pregnancy, wanting to become pregnant, is pregnant, somebody who's got children, somebody who's caring, somebody who's maternal. On the other hand, with the Empress, it can mean, well, this person's completely superficial and she only looks at her exterior to attract in the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever. Facet of meanings. But with cards like the Nine of Swords, for me, you know, this is somebody who's got some deep-rooted shit going on. There's anxiety and there's worry and there's a lot of sadness. And it's because the crowning area, the situation is you're either dealing with a devil, somebody that you can't let go of maybe there is a very nasty little karmic tie. I see the devil as being a nasty karmic tie type card. I've been in one of these situations with the devil where I was very, very tied to a particular gentleman. It wasn't nice at the time when it was happening, and the devil card would always show up when I would do readings on me and him. So it wasn't very nice when that card came into being. This can be somebody that you're very attached to. But the devil, for me, is somebody that often takes advantage, okay, of a situation. They know that they've got the control going down here, and it can drive you crazy. So for some of you guys, it might be somebody that you're very, very attracted to, very attached to, but there might be some issues going on within the relationship that still need to be resolved. But what, you know, we're not going to call this a relationship. This is not a nice energy, I feel, because it's causing you mental and emotional upheaval here with the Nine of Swords. And what's the reason for that? Well, it might be that there isn't somebody here. Maybe this is you guys. Maybe for some of you guys, you know, the reason that you're upset is the Hermit. Now, there's two ways that we can look at this in the mental and emotional. It could be that you're upset, because we can, you know, the dead cert thing is that mentally and emotionally over the next 6 months, April through to September 2017, Taurus, some of you guys might be feeling upset. Why are you feeling upset? Because of the Hermit. Some of you guys, it might be that you're going through a transitory period. You might be on your own. You might be feeling withdrawn from life, and that's why it's feeding through to the energies of the situation being the devil. Some of you guys might find it difficult to come out of a comfort zone. That's what the devil is. It means that sometimes you don't face up to your fears. For some of you guys, it might be that you're upset because somebody's very withdrawn or detached from you, and it's working its way through to being the devil. This is possibly a very unhealthy relationship with some of you guys, especially if there's somebody who's got a hold over you and yet they can't front up. Who was it that said it? I think it was Bob Marley, had a saying the worst type of man is a man that makes a woman fall in love with him, but yet he has nothing to give her at the end, or he something like he won't front up to it at the end, something like that. So it could be that type of situation going on here with these cards. What's going on for Taurus in the present situation? Well, the crowning energies. The situation is happiness here. So in your present situation, it should be that there's a lot of happiness, there's completion, there's contentment. You know, this is the focus. This is what the situation is around in the present situation. But what is there manifesting from that? Oh, right. So the focus is on a family situation or a relationship here with the Ten of Cups. It can also mean that something is coming to a natural end. Maybe that's why you're so upset here. All right, Ten of Cups can also mean, you know, well, I just want to feel really happy. I want to feel complete, a sense of, I want to feel content within my life. And that's why it's manifesting as the Five of Cups, because from this Ten of Cups, we're going down to a 5. So for me, there is something here that is not complete, okay? The situation is a relationship here. Could be a long-term relationship, could be a family relationship, but it's manifesting as Five of Cups in the present, and that says that there's something wrong going on for me with this relationship. Maybe that's why you're so upset. Maybe there's somebody who's quite withdrawn from you with these energies, or it could be that if you are withdrawn or you're on your own, Taurus, you might be this Hermit, which is why you're so upset with the Nine of Swords. Because maybe this is a difficult cycle to break. When you get Devil cards, they also represent patterns that need to be broken. So maybe there's something that needs to be broken here with this Devil card. And that's why in the present, though your focus is on, you know what, I'm actually, I actually feel quite good in my living environment. I actually, you know, I can feel the warmth of the sun on my back. You know, it feels quite nice just to be doing certain things on my own. There will also be, as a result of this, the recognition that you are, you know, you are kind of cordoned off from others with this Five of Cups. Five of Cups means broken relationships or broken friendships. So it might be that there are a few people that you haven't seen in a while, Taurus, okay, that you need to connect up to. But why have we got the Five of Cups here in the present? What's that a result of? The Three of Wands. I feel that if you're always waiting for something, you're never going to get it. You need to actually go out there and do something. You know, you've got the Three of Wands here, which is why it's manifesting through to the situation being the Ten of Cups. I feel that some of you guys, it just looks like a bit of a gilded cage maybe with some of you guys. Okay, it just looks like a gilded cage. We'll explain this in two ways. If it's a person in your life and they're not giving you what you want, which I could see possibly with this Devil, situation is around the Devil, somebody who has control over you. You don't like it though, because this person's not giving you what you want. They're not giving you love. They might give you sex with the Devil card. They might give you superficial thing, rings, bling, you know, handbags, shoes, trousers, suits, whatever it is. But, you know, you're upset because really with the Hermit card, you might have even been evaluating this situation. Hermit can also mean a time of re-evaluation is needed. So for some of you guys, Taurus, you might be re-evaluating this situation with the Hermit. You might be saying, you know, hang on a minute. You know, this relationship, the sex is great. You know, we go out, we do shit together, but, you know, I don't really get anything else from that. And that's why, in the present situation, you might be really upset. You know, you might be feeling really, really sad that this relationship isn't all that it could be. Alright? And that's because the crowning thoughts around the Ten of Cups. Alright, so your crowning thoughts are, you know what, I'd really like this relationship to be more. Okay? But it might be that this is a result of this Three of Rods, and that Three of Rods could be, but this person doesn't seem that interested. Three of Rods people, they've always got their backs turned. So to me, the Three of Rods also shows somebody who's not completely invested in a situation, because this person's always looking out for the next best thing. Okay? So for some of you guys, it might be that, you know, in your present situation, you are feeling upset. Because maybe the reason for feeling upset is that somebody's not focusing on you, especially if they're, you know, withdrawn or detached with that, you know, Hermit card here and this Devil, and this is what you're upset about. Maybe this is what you want around the crowning areas. The other thing to say is, you know, if you're a little bit withdrawn, if you need to kind of, you know, engage more with people, you know, it could be because you are a Hermit here. It's got you upset because you can't break this pattern here. And your focus will be on friendships, happiness, abundance, the greatest happiness that you can have with the Ten of Cups. Which is why it seems to reignite this feeling of loneliness and sadness with the Five of Cups, because the Three of Cups, you want to get out there. You want to communicate with people from afar. People that you maybe haven't seen in a long time. What's your hopes or desires, Taurus? Well, Ace of Cups is the crowning area. So around this, the hopes are based on fresh starts, new love, feeling healthy, feeling healed, feeling a sense of reinvigoration within one's body, within one's soul. And what's the result of that? What is your hope as a result of that? Well, the High Priest. That's a difficult one as a hope. The High Priest really is to pay attention to one's inner wisdom, or pay attention to the words of others. But the High Priest as a hope, you know, we can look at all sorts of things with the High Priest. The High Priest is about tradition, commitment. It might be that some of you guys are hoping for a commitment. Could be as a result of new love with the Ace of Cups energy here. If it's a fresh start, then the hope will be, well, I'll pay attention to what my inner voice is telling me to do, because I'm upset here, you know. Maybe if you're on your own, Taurus, you know, I'm upset here, you know, because I've been trying to contact people here. And, you know, the Five of Cups is about broken friendships. So some of you guys, if you're upset in the present, it might be over friendships that you haven't seen, or people that you haven't seen in a long time. And that's because of the Three of Rods. You might have been doing some contact with them, but you might be waiting for messages. This can also be the card of waiting for messages to come back. All right? If you're in, you know, if it's a relationship thing, then you're upset. Because maybe this person has their back turned to you here with the Three of Wands. So maybe they're not fully focused on you. And this is feeding through to the situation being the Ten of Cups. You're happy, but you can see that there's a woman that's alone on the card. Happy but alone. Why is the Hierophant or the High Priest your hope, though? Because of the Two of Wands. You're at a crossroads within your life, some of you guys. Alright, so if it's a relationship, it might be with somebody who's fairly detached. We can see that potentially if this is a relationship, this person shows detachment here with the Hermit and here with the Three of Wands. Both cards show people turning their backs on situations. You might be like passing trains in the night or something, you know. And we can see two worry cards here and two cards that show people turning their back here. Okay. So I feel for some of you guys, if it's a relationship, you're not getting gratification from a particular person. They're not fully invested. They're not showing that they're invested or even, you know, highly interested in you. And for some of you, if it's a relationship, you want commitment. And this is because you might have developed feeling for this person. Ace of Cups can also represent, well, I've developed feelings for this individual here. And as a result of that, you might want a commitment because, you know, it's time. Time to make a decision. Things are at a crossroads. And it might be that you're hoping that this person does make that decision. If you are lonely and on your own, then, you know, the situation will be around, you know, creating new things for yourself with this Ace of Cups. As a result of that, you're hoping that you are doing the right thing with the High Priest, because you're really at a bit of a conundrum here with the Two of Wands. What are your expectations, Taurus? Five of Swords, difficult card. You can either expect, the situation may be, with the Five of Swords, a lack of confidence. I don't think that this is a self-interest card. It either means that there's a lack of confidence or somebody's far too egotistical and there's too much self-absorption going on. Alright, also the situation can be around severance with the Five of Swords. Maybe there was a difficult situation in which friendships or something were severed. Maybe the situation around your expectations is saying that somebody's taking advantage, which can also be another trait of that Five of Swords. But what is it your expectation as a result of that? Well, you want change. So the situation is the Five of Swords. If you've got a lack of confidence going on here, especially if you're on your own with these cards here, lack of confidence here, you'll be expecting, well, okay, there'll be a change. Wheel of Fortune, though, suggests that changes come as a result of the universe. So maybe for some of you guys, if you've had difficulties in communicating with certain people, maybe you're expecting they'll come in out of the blue here. If it's a relationship that we're talking about, maybe this person is taking advantage. This shows cruelty when you get the Five of Swords. When you get this type of person, this person is cruel. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit who they hurt as long as they get theirs. Yeah? So when we talk about the element of the Five of Swords, Taurus, being self-interest, if this is some form of flaming narcissist or somebody who's an egomaniac with the Five of Swords, then this I feel is showing in the Devil card here. And this is what's causing the problem. Because this person's withdrawn. They like to give you the goodies with the Devil card, but anything emotional, and that's a narcissist for you. Their narcissistic qualities are where people are completely self-focused on their... It's like, what can this person do for me? Rather than what I can do for them. So it's completely one-sided. Sometimes this can show something one-sided. Your expectations will be that there's going to be a change in that. Well, why is that? Because of the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups represents developments. Now, if you're on your own, I think it's one or the other for some of you guys. Either that maybe some of you have been withdrawn for too long, and for some of you guys, you might be in a unrequited type of love relationship. Sex might be good, this might be good, that might be good. But anything to do with emotions, there seems to be a bit of a shutdown maybe for some of you guys within this reading. Okay? So you're expecting a change here. If it's love, you're expecting a change. Why? Page of Cups. Maybe you expressed how you felt to this person. Page of Cups is a card about communication and expression. If you're on your own, Wheel of Fortune again, change expected with the Wheel of Fortune, especially if it's unexpected change. Wheel of Fortune can be an unexpected change, and that's because of the Page of Cups. Again, it's communication, but when you get Page of Cups in terms of communication, it means that the communication takes longer to come to you than it would with a Page of Swords or a Page of Wands. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, it's quick communication cards. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, they're slow communication cards. So it might be that what you're expecting, yeah, finally, you know, I've made some contact with people that I haven't heard from in a long time. And I'm expecting, yeah, out of the blue they'll contact me because of the Page of Cups. It's just that, you know, they're doing their thing and they'll take their time and they'll get back to me, that type of thing. What's going on in the hidden factors? What are you not seeing about this situation? Well, the Two of Pentacles, if this is someone that's playing you, this Devil and the Hermit, if this is somebody who, the situation is around somebody who's got a hold on you, this Devil card, you've got a fairly superficial, probably unhealthy relationship going on. It's got you upset because this person's fairly withdrawn. You know, when you need them the most, they're not quite there. Could be because what you're not seeing is the energies are around somebody who's playing the field. Two of Pentacles, especially when it comes to love, could be somebody who's got two relationships. They're juggling you and another individual. If it's loneliness here, whereby, you know, you're upset because maybe you need to break a pattern here. You're upset because you've been a bit withdrawn for a time. You might be, you know, sad at broken friendships, people you haven't spoken to in a long time because you've tried to reach out here with the Three of Wands. You are hoping, hopes are based around a fresh start here in which, you know, you're hoping that you're going to be doing the right thing because you have a decision to make maybe with the Two of Rods. You're expecting, you're expecting, the energies of the Five of Swords, you've got a lack of confidence. The situation shows a lack of confidence here. Okay, you allow your doubts to overcome you, Taurus, if you're on your own. Could be that you're expecting a change out of the blue, but it's not of your own doing, it's of the universe's doing, because maybe there'll be a message that comes in over after a certain period of time with the Page of Cups. But the hidden factors are saying, well, the energies are around, people got things to do, they're quite busy. You know, Two of Pentacles also means I'm really busy. You know, I'm juggling this, I'm juggling that. So it means this person, people have got their own lives here with the Two of Pentacles. How is it manifesting in terms of what's hidden from you? Well, the Four of Swords is what the hidden aspect here as a result of this Two of Pentacles. This can show sex, a bed, all right, with the Four of Swords energy. So for some of you guys who are, you know, you're with someone, and they're not fully there for you. It might be because the energies are this person is juggling 2 relationships, and therefore the Four of Swords, well, hidden, yeah, a bedroom scene, maybe something like that. Four of Swords can mean a bed, sexual, that type of thing. But we need to get this card to see whether that's the case or not. For some of you guys who haven't seen friends in a long time, you're feeling alone, you're wanting to reach out, that type of thing. It could be that, you know, people got shit to do. Maybe somebody's been really, really busy. And how does that manifest? Well, the Four of Swords, they might have been taking care of someone. They might have been looking after someone, a family member. They might have been taking care of somebody who was ill. And what's the reason for this? The Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is deep energy. So somebody, if it's somebody that you're wanting to reach out to, Taurus, it might be, you know, where they've been really busy. They might have been taking care of someone, and that's because of the Queen of Cups. Maybe they're just a really deep and caring individual. You know, Queen of Cups can also be a nurse. So it might be that, you know, for some of you guys, if you haven't heard from friends, maybe some of these people work within the medical profession or something. You know, the medical profession, people can be run off their feet, you know, taking care of the sick here, because maybe they're a nurse with the Queen of Cups. Or it could simply be, you know, if this is a love thing for some of you guys, Taurus, it could be, well, this person's juggling 2 relationships, and as a result, it's manifesting as the Four of Swords. Maybe there's some, you know, bedside manner shit going on. Could be that this person's fallen in love, or they really care about another individual. Queen of Cups means to have deep feelings. What's the immediate future for this reading? Page of Swords. So the energies around the immediate future should show communication coming in, because you've got a Page of Swords energy showing here. The energies of the Page of Swords can also show arguments too, especially when it comes to a relationship. It's a relationship situation might be around, you know, calling somebody out with that Page of Swords. But it can also be if you're lonely and you're waiting for information from particular friends or something, Taurus, it can mean that this will come. The energies around somebody sending this to you with the Page of Swords. What's the Four of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. Well, I feel for both scenarios, whether it be love or feeling loneliness, Taurus, this could simply be that in the immediate future, the situation will be around communication. Now, for love, it might be, you know, difficult communication, arguments. This is what the Page of Swords is often about, speaking your truth. And that could manifest in one of you, or maybe the other person, holding back a little bit more. They're not willing to shift on a situation here. Four of Pentacles can represent, I'm holding back. I'm not willing to give anything up to you. I'm resisting this situation that you want me to come forward with. And why is that? Because of death. For some of you guys, if you're not seeing somebody, if there's a friendship, maybe there's been, sorry, for love, it's probably because there's been a change, especially if this person is involved with someone else that they're starting to have deeper feelings for, with this Queen of Cups energy. Okay, could also be a water sign individual that they're interested in. But, you know, it would be because, well, there's been a massive change. And actually, you know, we've had a great time, but, you know, there's somebody else that maybe I'm just interested in here. For some of you guys who are waiting to hear from a particular person that you haven't heard from in a while, and you're feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit run down, it might be that there's quick communication that finally comes in the immediate future. And they might say, you know, I can't come visit you, you know. With the Four of Pentacles, it's not a possibility at the moment. Maybe because there's been a death, especially if they've been looking after somebody or something like that, you know. And in the overall outcome, what do we have? Well, the Fool is the energy, which is nice. It's a good energy. I feel that if you are, this is a love thing, then the energies in the overall outcome is that you're free from this situation, okay? Because this was a rotter that was probably no good for you in the first place, Taurus. If you are lonely, then you go out and you seek other opportunities, because you can't put all your eggs in one basket for a certain amount of people or a certain person to come forward. So it's about going out and seeking your own fun with that Fool card. And how does that manifest? Well, the Eight of Cups shows up here. This card is very interesting to me, way it looks, because it's almost like somebody is, you know, I think for some of you guys who have communication with someone who say, you know, I can't come forward because, you know, there's been a death in the family or something like that, maybe with these cards here. It could be that somebody's looking after someone, maybe, you know. Maybe, you know, they can't come forward. Maybe they've got to stay home or something because there's been a death here. But it could be in the overall outcome that, you know, the energy is around the Fool, going off on travels, and it manifests as the Eight of Cups. So you know, you're not so attached to the situation. You can be fairly like you're not emotionally attaching yourself to the one person here. You're free to kind of seek your own joy with the Eight of Cups. If it's a relationship, you're free from this situation here. The overall energy. It's manifesting in the Eight of Cups. You have the ability just to walk away, leave it behind, because this is not good for you. And what's the reason for that? Because of the King of Swords. And this is the rational mind when the King of Swords shows up, okay? It can be that this person is the person, especially if it's love, that's been messing some of you guys around, okay? They were detached. So you might walk away here in the overall outcome because this person's too detached for me. Can't be doing with it. Cards like the Hermit and the King of Swords can show detached natures within people, you know. So, you know, they're very similar in their tone. So it might be that some of you guys just decide, you know what, whoop, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard, you know, because I've had enough. I'm done with it. I'm walking away because this person is a detached bastard. And, you know, they're quite cold as well. They went for somebody else here. You know, they're having a good time with somebody else and they didn't give a shit about me. For some of you guys who are alone or waiting for that information to come through from a person that you've been, you know, that you've missed or whatever it is, it could be, you know, well, they just don't have the time because they're so busy, you know. There might have been some changes that have happened in their lives, or might have indeed been their death or something like that. But it's okay because you seek pleasure in other areas here. And that manifests in you being able to detach emotionally, and that's because with the King of Swords you become mentally far stronger. It's the right thing to do, it's the intelligent thing to do with the King of Swords energy. Okay? So that's your reading. I don't think we need Lenormands on this. I didn't feel that we needed the other cards on this. I want to see what this Four of Swords is about though. Lenormand, what is the Four of Swords about in the hidden factor? Why is the Four of Swords the hidden factor? Can you give me more information on the Four of Swords being the hidden factor for Taurus in the month of April, in the months between April and September 2017? Show me. Oh, now that's a thought. I never thought about this as well. This card could have shown up here. Might not be a bedroom scene. Sorry, I was a bit crude there. But this card could have shown up because if it's love, I've just thought about it. It could be that this person who's been messing about, or they've been a bit withdrawn or whatever, could be that yes, the energy or the situation is they are juggling two relationships, you and somebody else, and it's manifesting as the Four of Swords. They may have been detached, the clock, because they've been anxious or depressed about another woman, the snake. Alright, so there might indeed be another individual here. And this Four of Swords, because Four of Swords can be detachment, okay? It can be that they don't contact you. So it might be that they're so busy juggling somebody else that in the hidden factors what you're not seeing is they're not contacting you because they might have emotionally invested somewhere else, and that might be why they're detached. The clock means to be detached, or somebody who is, you know, a bit of a loner or whatever, because they're depressed about the other woman potentially. If it's somebody who's not contacting you because they are, you know, dealing with many things, maybe they're looking after someone, they might be, you know, be a bit depressed because they might be depressed over a very complex situation with the snake card as well. Okay, possibly because they deal in the caring sector or they're caring for someone with the Queen of Cups energy. So that's interesting with those cards there as well. Just get why the immediate future is showing the Four of Pentacles. Why is the immediate future universe for Taurus showing the Four of Pentacles? Show me 3 cards. Why is the immediate future for Taurus in the immediate future showing the Four of Pentacles? Show me. The Locket. Well, I feel that if it's love, this person holds back. Okay, there might be arguments with the Page of Swords. And as a result of this person holds back because it's suggesting that a love letter, somebody's at a bit of a crossroads. Okay, it may be in expressing that they love you or they care about you. The Crossroads card is often where somebody has to make a choice. The Heart card is about love, and the letter, so sometimes this is a love letter. We can't say, you know, in 2017 terms, love letter can be, you know, sending an email or a text or something like that. And there might be a little bit of a crossroads to do that, okay? Possibly because there's been a big change, and this big change might be around another person here. Or the change could be, you know, love letter, you know, nice words, you know, texting, phoning, that type of thing. It might be, you know, that if you're alone, that there's been communication here that comes in, but it might be in the immediate future, I can't come and see you, and that's why we've got, you know, love letter, you know, bit of a crossroads. So it's a bit of a crossroads in kind of, sorry, it's been difficult to text you or to phone you or whatever because I've been dealing with death, or I've been dealing with some massive changes around somebody I've been taking care of, that type of thing. All right, very interesting reading, Taurus, for April through to September 2017. I would like to say thank you so much for using the channel again. Bless your heart. And yeah, I will see you guys in May. Take care.